here at Sports Illustrated. Student preview, right here, the beautiful place, Chalk. One of the great sports bars I've seen. It's unbelievable. Austin Wood sitting in for Rick Heath. This is a great place.
It's beautiful. TVs everywhere, drink specials, food specials. Place is amazing.
It is. I said it's a place that you'd see like in Miami Beach, LA, New York City.
Absolutely. This place is incredible. If you haven't been here, you got to get out here and check it out. Bring your friends, eat some food, watch the games. There's TVs everywhere. If you're sitting in a booth, there's TVs on either side of you too. So it's impressive.
And a great beer specials, which you know I like.
Oh yeah.
Crazy weekend because last week at this time we thought OU had no chance to get to the Final Four.
0%. Everybody, OU has no chance.
And then, it seems to happen every year. A team in the next to last game, whatever, or last game loses to somebody. Oregon loses to Arizona State.
On the road, that's a tough place to play. I mean, Arizona State knocks off Michigan State early on. You think Arizona State's a good team, and then they've fallen off the rest of the season, and everybody kind of thought Oregon would take care of business, but slip up on the road.
I think the biggest applause at the game, a TCU game Saturday night, wasn't anything that OU did when they announced the Oregon score.
Yeah.
So now what you got to do is take care of business, because I think most people think if OU can win these last two games and not have Georgia beat LSU, I think most people think that OU is in.
Absolutely, 1-0, right? That's what you got to do. You got to go 1-0. You got Oklahoma State this week. Then you have Baylor the following week. Obviously, 11 a.m. kickoff. Back to the early time. Two top 25 wins. Again, if it comes down to it, and it's you versus Alabama and then Utah.
And this should pump OU players up even more for the Bedlam game. We're going to be back with more. We're here at Chalks. We'll be back right after we do this.
Only at Tri-City Tractors can you hop on a new Mahindra tractor or Bad Boy mower and take one for a spin.
So find us on TriCityTractors.com, the home of Try It Before You Buy It.
Tri-City Tractors, I-44, exit 108 in Newcastle. TriCityTractors.com.
Chalk Sports Bar on Memorial, where they have happy hour all night on Monday Night Football. They have great specials, plus they have good snacks. Chipotle queso, caramel hummus. They have fried pickles, fried devil eggs, and chips and salsa, all on special for happy hour. And they have drinks. They have $2.50 domestic drafts. So all that available here at the Chalk Sports Bar on Monday night. Morfit Medical Center, 2908 Via Esperanza in Edmond, is an integrative family medicine center. They feature smart graft hair restoration, the most complete full head hair restoration on the market these days. It is great for you. It is the smartest, the best way to get a full head of hair back with using your own hair, and it doesn't take as long as you think. So to find out more, contact morefitmedical.com about smart graft hair replacement.
I'm attorney Noble McIntyre at McIntyre Law. Over the past 20 years, we have fought for Oklahomans who have been injured by medical malpractice and medical device injuries. These injuries are caused by products including defective hip implants, transvaginal mesh implants, Zofran, Xarelto, Invocana, and IVC filters. Unfortunately, these type of injuries happen every day, and it's good to have a local expert to turn to for help. On behalf of myself and the entire McIntyre Law team, I can assure you, no one will work harder than we will.
Reveal a more youthful you. A more beautiful you. A more confident you. A healthier you. Your journey begins this summer at Laser Light Skin Clinic. Call us today for your free consultation.
At Eschbach Honda, we go the Eschbach mile for you with low monthly payments. Like a new 2019 Honda CR-V EX for just $189 a month. That's going the Eschbach mile. Online at eschbachhonda.com.
We're here at Chalk, great sports bar in Oklahoma City. You got to come out, have some drinks, food, watch the games. Spectacular sports. I mean, spectacular. It's what we're used to. Austin Wood sitting in for Ricky. Okay, let's go back to the TCU game. It's been a case of what OU doing these last 4 games. I mean, is they not putting 2 halves together.
It's been tough to watch as an OU fan. You go through a roller coaster of emotions. You look at the Iowa State game, and you have the big lead, and then they just slowly chip away, and then it's a 1-point game, and they're going for 2 points to win it. You look at Baylor, you're down 28-3, coming back and pulling the New England Patriots. And then you look at this game, and you're up, and you think that this game is. You think that when they go up 21-0, you think this game is out of reach. You just think, okay, this is the same TCU team that we've seen year after year. OU dominates. OU was able to put up all these points on this great TCU defense, and they kind of just fell apart.
Turnovers, just turnovers. Turnover. You think about this. The fumble that takes 7 points away from OU. The interception takes 7 and gives them 7. That's a 14-point swing there. And the Hazelwood fumble, they kick a field goal. That's a lot of points.
Yeah, and the turnover margin for OU has not been good this season. They're a -7 on the year. You can't be in the negative category and be competitive. You look at the top 3 teams in the nation, those teams are all positive on the plus-minus on turnover margin. And that's one of the things that have hampered the OU team to be consistently good through the whole game is turnovers and errors by Jalen Hurts.
Yeah, and Lincoln Riley said the interception wasn't on his. He said a receiver ran a bad route, and then he said Lamb slipped. So he said that wasn't on Jalen. So I don't know, but the fumbles, he got to tuck him in. When he's going, there's no one around him, so he thinks he's just walking into the end zone.
Even in that touchdown, when he got pushed in the end zone, and then they ripped it out right after. Like if he wasn't in the end zone, that would be another fumble.
Yeah,
like, I mean it's just
he's not fumbling going through the line of scrimmage.
Yeah. It's. But here's the thing. I saw this interesting stat. Jalen Hurts and the quarterback for Clemson,
Lawrence.
Yeah, Trevor Lawrence. You know that they have the same amount of turnovers this year?
Really?
Yeah, I thought it was an amazing stat. Like I think they both have 11 is what I saw for the year.
Okay, Hurts got 6 interceptions now, so he's lost 5 fumbles.
Five fumbles.
Okay.
So it was an amazing stat because everybody ripped Trevor Lawrence at the beginning of the year. Oh, he's not the same quarterback. He's turning the ball over too much, too many interceptions.
But he ain't handling the ball as much as Hurts is.
Absolutely not. Did you see the Gundy clip today from his press conference? How he put all those different numbers out?
No.
And how many times people have handled the ball over their career? Jalen Hurts has more than Holloway, Baker, all these elite quarterbacks, everything that have been through OU. He is by far and away the number one ball handler, and he called him a one-man show. He called OU a one-man show.
What is an incredible stat that's going to happen probably in Stillwater. Jalen Hurts is going to set a record set 48 years ago by the late, great Jack Mildren of the yards gained by a quarterback in an OU season.
It's amazing.
Is that? Think of that. Think of all the great wishbone quarterbacks during the Barry Switzer era, and that, to me, that is just an amazing stat about him. And I want to continue on I get so mad at OU fans ripping him. By the way, this week he was named a finalist for the Maxwell Award, which goes to the outstanding player in the country.
Absolutely.
Him, Chase Young from Ohio State, and Burrow from LSU. So people around here may not think so, but people give him awards think he's one of the 3 best players in the country.
OU fans, a lot of these different boards.
They're stupid. Some of them are stupid.
They absolutely are. They have gone off the deep end. Bench Hurts and put Rattler in.
Again, he's nominated for one of the top 3 players in the country. He's going to be New York for the Heisman is one of the top 5.
Absolutely. And they're talking about let's put Rattler in. Let's put Rattler in. He's a 5-star. He's got to put him in. Well, he's third string, right?
Right, yeah. Mordecai's playing.
Yeah, exactly.
Rattler's a scout team quarterback.
They don't understand. You don't put Spencer in because what is Mordecai going to do right as you do that? He's going to go enter the transfer portal, and now you have one scholarship quarterback on campus.
And by the way, for those that don't think he can throw the ball, he has the highest passing percentage record of any OU quarterback. Yes, right now, even better than Baker and better than Kyler. So people get off from just stupid.
Yeah. it's amazing to think that, okay, so you have Baker Mayfield, and then you go, okay, well, you can't really top that. Well, Kyler comes in and puts up even better numbers, and now Jalen Hurts has come in and put up. He's gonna outdo both of those guys.
Yeah, he has a great passer as Kyler or Baker. They were two of the best of all time, but he's still pretty good. And what he gives in the running game, I guarantee it's a nightmare for opposing coaches.
You look at OSU and what just happened to them, right? They lose Spencer Sanders. He's a two-dimensional quarterback. He's able to run.
Hurts him.
Exactly. So now they're only a one-dimensional with Drew Brown. That would be the same case if Jalen Hurts got hurt and got injured. Now you're going to Mordecai, who's more of a one-dimensional, just a thrower, and that would be the same case there. And you kind of saw the step back. So everybody who's calling for Jalen Hurts to be benched, like, it just doesn't make any sense.
They're idiots.
I
Okay.
agree.
We're going to come back. We're here at Chalk, a great sports bar. We're going to come back with more right after we do this.
Only at Tri-City Tractors can you hop on a new Mahindra tractor or bad boy mower and take one for a spin.
So find us on TriCityTractors.com, the home of Try It Before You Buy It.
Tri-City Tractors, I-44, exit 108 in Newcastle. TriCityTractors.com.
Chalk Sports Bar on Memorial, where they have happy hour all night on Monday Night Football. They have great specials, plus they have good snacks. Chipotle, queso, caramelized hummus. They have fried pickles, fried devil eggs, and chips and salsa, all on special for happy hour. And they have drinks. They have $2.50 domestic draft. So all that available here at the Chalk Sports Bar on Monday night. Morfit Medical Center, 2908 Via Esperanza in Edmond, is an integrative family medicine center. They feature smart graft hair restoration, the most complete full head hair restoration on the market these days. It is great for you. It is the smartest, the best way to get a full head of hair back with using your own hair, and it doesn't take as long as you think. So to find out more, contact morefitmedical.com about smart graft hair replacement.
I'm attorney Noble McIntyre at McIntyre Law. Over the past 20 years, we have fought for Oklahomans who have been injured by medical malpractice and medical device injuries. These injuries are caused by products including defective hip implants, transvaginal mesh implants, Zofran, Xarelto, Invokana, and IVC filters. Unfortunately, these type of injuries happen every day, and it's good to have a local expert to turn to for help. On behalf of myself and the entire McIntyre Law team, I can assure you, no one will work harder than we will.
Reveal a more youthful you, a more beautiful you, a more confident you, a healthier you. Your journey begins this summer at Laser Light Skin Clinic. Call us today for your free consultation.
At Eschbach Honda, we go the Eschbach mile for you with low monthly payments. Like a new 2019 Honda CR-V EX for just $189 a month. That's going the Eschbach mile. Online at eschbachhonda.com.
I'm attorney Noble McIntyre at McIntyre Law. Over the past 20 years, we have fought for Oklahomans who have been injured by medical malpractice and medical device injuries. These injuries are caused by products including defective hip implants, transvaginal mesh implants, Zofran, Xarelto, Invokana, and IVC filters. Unfortunately, these type of injuries happen every day, and it's good to have a local expert to turn to for help. On behalf of myself and the entire McIntyre Law team, I can assure you, no one will work harder than we will.
We're here with Austin Wood, thrown in for Rick Heath, Oklahoma, going against Oklahoma State. Let's talk about the OU defense. Anytime you limit somebody these days to 200 yards, that's big time.
In a game.
We're
not talking a half or
a
quarter.
In a game.
I mean, how many times last year 200 yards in a half? You're like, oh man, that's a great.
Kansas scored 40 on OU last year. Kansas.
I mean, everybody scored 40. It seemed like last year, right? OU's defense ranked 33rd in the country. You're a top 15 in third down percentage. You just look at all this. They're number one defense in the Big 12. In the Big 12, the whole entire conference, they rank number one. That speaks volumes about Alex Grinch, Manning, Odom, the guys that Lincoln Riley has brought in, and they have made a difference. And it has been a noticeable difference. Now, I know there have been some quarters where they've struggled, but turnovers have put them in a bad situation where they had a short field.
No, yeah, and really, they only gave up 17 points because it was a pick six that scored 7 of those points for TCU.
Absolutely. Yeah, the OU defense, they'll have their hands full this week with Chuba Hubbard. Running backs have been able to, kind of have their way, and OU has struggled against like Kansas State. They've struggled against, with tackling. Let's hope that doesn't rear its ugly head again, because Chuba Hubbard is one of the best backs in the country.
And the thing about Hubbard, they may go maybe get 2 yards, 3 yards, 2 yards, and you punt. But he's breaking the long runs. Mm-hmm. That's why his yards per carry is so good, because everybody knows they're going to give him to a ton of time. But he got great speed. I don't know why I look at the mock drafts and I don't see him as the number 1 draft pick.
Yeah, I don't either. But here's the thing, I think anymore in the NFL, I think you look at the running backs and things like that, it feels like you can just throw anybody out there anymore and you can have a productive running back. But Chuba Hubbard is one of the best running backs. There is a reason that people are talking about him for the Heisman. You look at J.K. Dobbins of Ohio State, you look at Taylor from Wisconsin, and Chuba Hubbard. All 3 of those backs are special. You have 3 really good running backs, and Chuba Hubbard may be the best at all 3
And it's a huge game for him, because if he wants to get invited to New York, because no one's talking about him,
absolutely,
he got to have a big game, and he deserves it. I don't know why people aren't talking again, because they're a team that hasn't been in the top 20.
Yeah, and again, it comes down to records, and you lose games, and all of a sudden now you're out. You look at Jalen Hurts when they lost that game against Kansas State. Although he put up really solid numbers, he automatically fell, and then Joe Burrow went to the top. Now, Joe Burrow, deservedly so, has played spectacular this year. He's resurrected his career, transferring from Ohio State, and last year not looking that great.
It could be the first play pick in the draft this year.
Absolutely. I mean, you look at the tank for Joe. Like, did you see the sign that was at Cincinnati?
Yeah.
Who knows? Joe Burrow's a good quarterback. Jalen Hurts is a good quarterback.
So the OU defense, obviously you got to stop him, but you got to put pressure on Drew Brown, because I thought they did a great job. They did a great job with Texas with 9 sacks. Mm-hmm. I thought against Baylor they didn't do a good job with pressure. Iowa State, I didn't think they did a good job. They did a good job against the freshman, the TCU freshman quarterback. I think with Drew Brown in there, They got to put pressure on him.
Yeah, you look at Ronnie Perkins coming off the edge. You look at Jalen Redmond. Jalen Redmond, I've been wondering where he was lately. You hadn't seen him much on the field, but he made an immediate impact in that game there against TCU. Ronnie Perkins, obviously Gallimore, Kenneth Mann played. Obviously you have the linebackers, Deshaun White. Asamoah has been nice in the depth.
Benita's made some plays.
Benito, yes, and obviously Kenneth Murray.
Yeah, back Caleb Kelly to come back and fill in for White. So
there's some depth there now.
Kenneth Murray got when games they show defensively is when he sort of got taken out of games.
Yeah, and you kind of look. You noticed right away against TCU. He came up, and those guys were hitting. Those were hard hits. They were filling the gaps. They were getting outside. They were preventing TCU from being able to run on them. Right away, the first series of the game, they shut it down. It was good to see the OU defense get off the field pretty quickly there to start off right, and they need to do that in Stillwater. The atmosphere is going to be rocking. It's going to be a night game. It's going to be for bragging rights. Again, this is a big game for both teams.
Well, and think if OU had lost that TCU game, this game would be to see who would play Baylor for the Big 12 championship.
So OU can't go into it looking ahead. Everybody can't go in and say, oh, it's just Oklahoma State. They're on their backup quarterback. They don't have their best receiver. Chuba Hubbard's going to get the ball 30-plus times. Drew Brown's going to go for a lot of short passes. He's going to try to go after Motley. He's going to go after Trey Brown. He's going to go after these corners and try to pick on them.
Huge interception by Radley Hines.
That's big for him. Again, how many people have talked about let's get rid of him? He's not a 5-star. He's not.
Yeah, you're right. Exactly.
He's small. He's undersized. Yes, we know that, but he is disruptive and he can make plays.
Smart too.
He's very smart. There's a reason he's a 5-star.
Yeah.
And he's a solid player. If he was like 2 or 3 inches taller, I think that he would be an NFL prospect. But I think his size is going to limit him there. But again, he keeps making plays like that. Who knows what his future holds.
We're going to come back with more right here on the Sports Illustrated Sooner Preview Show right after we do this.
Only at Tri-City Tractors can you hop on a new Mahindra tractor or Bad Boy mower and take one for a spin.
So find us on TriCityTractors.com, the home of Try It Before You Buy It.
Tri-City Tractors, I-44 exit 108 in Newcastle. TriCityTractors.com.
Chalk Sports Bar on Memorial, where they have happy hour all night on Monday Night Football. They have great specials, plus they have good snacks. Chipotle queso, caramel hummus. They have fried pickles, fried devil eggs, and chips and salsa, all on special for happy hour. And they have drinks. They have $2.50 domestic drafts. So all that available here at the Chalk Sports Bar on Monday night. Morfit Medical Center, 2908 Via Esperanza in Edmond, is an integrative family medicine center. They feature smart graft hair restoration, the most complete full head hair restoration on the market these days. It is great for you. It is the smartest, the best way to get a full head of hair back with using your own hair, and it doesn't take as long as you think. So to find out more, contact morefitmedical.com about smart graft hair replacement.
I'm attorney Noble McIntyre at McIntyre Law. Over the past 20 years, we have fought for Oklahomans who have been injured by medical malpractice and medical device injuries. These injuries are caused by products including defective hip implants, transvaginal mesh implants, Zofran, Xarelto, Invocana, and IVC filters. Unfortunately, these type of injuries happen every day, and it's good to have a local expert to turn to for help.
On behalf of myself and the entire McIntyre Law team, I can assure you, no one will work harder than we will.
Reveal a more youthful you. A more beautiful you. A more confident you. A healthier you. Your journey begins this summer at Laser Light Skin Clinic. Call us today for your free consultation.
At Eschbach Honda, we go the Eschbach Mile for you with low monthly payments, like a new 2019 Honda CR-V EX for just $189 a month. That's going the Eschbach Mile, online at eschbachhonda.com.
Reveal a more youthful you. A more beautiful you. A more confident you. A healthier you. Your journey begins this summer at Laser Light Skin Clinic. Call us today for your free consultation.
At Eschbach Honda, we go the Eschbach Mile for you with low monthly payments, like a new 2019 Honda CR-V EX for just $189 a month. That's going the Eschbach Mile, online at eschbachhonda.com.
2, 1. Let's talk about special teams for OU. They've been pretty good.
Absolutely. You look at kicking. Who would have thought
Nobody. Yeah. He's perfect. Perfect this year.
Yeah. Field goals, point
extra
afters.
points. Yeah.
He's been dominant. Special teams, you haven't given up any punt returns.
The return people are pretty good. Lamb's good. And they got Pledger back there now.
Hey, he looks solid.
He looked, yeah.
He gave him a little bit of a different look at a different burst that I think Trey Brown was giving him, and he picked up several yards. There was a couple that 1 or 2 missed tackles, and he's breaking it for a touchdown. But he looked like a little bit more of a dynamic return guy than Trey Brown has offered.
Well, and I tell you what, the offensive line. We'll talk much about that. Other than Creed Humphrey, is a whole new crew. And they've been doing a really good job this year.
Yeah, Proctor. You got Proctor in there. Obviously,
It got Swenson out. Swenson's been hurt all year long.
Yeah, he's been struggling. He's been really bad over there. But injuries play a part in that. You can't speak high enough about Bill Bedenbow and the ability and the job that he does with these guys. There's a reason he put 4 guys in the NFL last year. It's incredible to see what he does, and I think that they're only going to get better from here. I'm excited to see what next year holds for next year's line. This group getting to play a little bit better. Obviously, the guys that they're bringing in, from next year, that's 5 new linemen, and all of them are top in the country.
And I see Creed Humphrey's a first-round pick on the mock drafts.
Yeah,
he probably leaves.
Absolutely. He should. Literally from last year's line, all 5 guys in the NFL.
Okay, let's look at the national picture now. What we got going on to get in this 14 playoff. You'd like to see Auburn beat Alabama. I don't think even if Alabama wins, they're getting in.
Yeah, no, Alabama. So their strength of schedule is what's hurting them. If they beat Auburn, they'll only have one top 25 win. And the same with Utah. Utah, if they go in and beat Oregon, they're only going to have one top 25 win.
And the selection committee says conference championships are really, really important.
Absolutely. So I think what it comes down to, let's say the top 3 teams went out, being LSU. They beat Georgia, knocks Georgia down. You have Clemson and you have Ohio State. Those 3 teams went out. So you have OU, Alabama, and you have Utah. It's going to come down to OU and Utah, and it's night and day difference between the two. OU's schedule is so much stronger, and their wins are so much more impressive.
Well, what really helps is, first of all, you got Oklahoma State. If you beat them, that's going to help you, a top 25 team. But when Oregon got beat, Utah win, if they beat Oregon, will not be as impressive as beating Baylor, because Baylor passed Oregon in the ratings.
Absolutely. And Baylor looked really good against Texas. And if it wasn't for that last-second touchdown, I mean, they hold them to 3 points. Baylor looked good. Baylor's looked good all season. They looked good against OU for the first half. That's going to be a heck of a game. I really think that it benefits OU. You obviously have an Oklahoma State on the road. You have, again, Baylor. Those are, again, top 25 wins, and that's what you talk about.
And remember, the committee has always treated OU well.
They've done them right, and you look at, they were deserving most of those years, though. There really wasn't anybody else to do, but they have been treated well over the years.
Now they just got to figure to put 2 halves together, which you
think we'll see it this week?
I don't know. Lincoln Riley, I asked him at the press conference earlier in the week, and he goes, Al, I disagree with you. But these last 4 games, they have not put 2 halves together.
Yeah. And it's frustrating. It really is frustrating. And I think that Lincoln Riley is talking about they're still growing. It's still such a young team. Obviously, they're led by Jalen Hurts. I think that they're led by anybody other than Jalen Hurts. They're not where they are today. I think they lose against Baylor. I think that and I know that Jalen might have put him in that situation with some of his turnovers, but
what he did in the second half was phenomenal. He was
named
National Offensive Player of the Week.
Absolutely. So Jalen Hurts is a big part of this team, and I think that he's gonna have a big game again this week. So his first Bedlam game. So
and again, if people, he is a nightmare for opposing teams to try to defend.
Well, I mean, look at Kennedy Brooks had a heck of a game too. We haven't even talked about him. We haven't talked about any of the freshman receivers that they're due to a breakout game as well. Again, you got CeeDee Lamb. They're probably going to focus on CeeDee Lamb. So who's going to step up in his place? Jalen Hurts. That the knock on him in this last game, I think, coming from me, would be the downfield passing. He really struggled with that. A little bit more air under the ball, and you have a touchdown to Rambo and CeeDee.
He was throwing the ball better early in the season than he did on Saturday.
But you got to figure all the hits that he's taking is taking a toll on his body.
When you run the ball that much, that's absolutely.
You're the leading rusher.
I mean, he might be rushing for 1,500 yards this season.
He's getting more carries than a lot of running backs are.
What's your score, Austin?
Give me the Sooners. Give me 45. Give me 45-28.
I'm going to go 35-24 Oklahoma. Again, people need to come out to Chalk. It is a beautiful, beautiful sports bar right here in Oklahoma City. Big city, really, really beautiful. That's it. We'll be back next week with more of the Sooner Preview Show.